Good morning. It's Tuesday, October the 26th, and I'm so glad that you've decided to join us this morning to have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is you're drinking at whatever time of the day you're watching this. Just glad that you joined us here today. We're talking about something that's kind of scattered, kind of hard to pull together, but we're talking about the truth about your emotions, about how you feel, and the problem with allowing your feelings, the way you feel, to control your life. You can't let your emotions rule your life. We've already talked about that. Emotions in and of themselves are not bad. We talked about the fact that Jesus had emotions, and we'll come back to that at the end of this time, uh, or the end of the week. But let's go back to what I said were the four foundation stones of dealing with our feelings. And the first one is truth. Everything has to be built on the foundation of truth. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter how you feel if how you feel is not based on the truth. Uh, so many times in the Word of God, the Bible mentions or talks about truth. Let me read just a few here with you this morning. For example, in John chapter 8 and verse 32, John chapter 8 and verse 32, it says, talking to the Jews who had believed on him, Jesus said, "If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples." But listen to what he said in the very next verse. Then, that is, once you follow his teachings and become his disciples, then, listen to it, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Romans 8:32. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. See, when you're imprisoned by your feelings and your emotions, the only thing that will set you free, the only thing that will deliver you from your feelings, your emotions, is the truth. And Jesus said, if you hold to my teachings, then you really are my disciples. In other words, if you know my word, if you listen to my word, if you study my word, if you let my word dwell in you and you dwell in my word, then you are really my disciples. You're not just playing the game. Then you are really my disciples. And he says, then you will know the truth. And the truth is what's going to set you free. Now, over in that same book, the Gospel of John, in chapter 17, and I think it's in verse 17, as a matter of fact, John 17 and 17, Jesus is praying for his disciples. And he says in verse 15, my prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. See, the evil one's trying to get in, and he's trying to get in through your emotions. Verse 16 says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of it. So verse 17, he says, sanctify them by the truth. Sanctify them, set them apart for my purpose, and do it through the truth. And then he says this, your word is truth. Did you get that? Your word is truth. So over here, he said, if you abide in my word, if you hold to my teaching, then you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And here he says that he's praying to the Father, sanctify them by the truth, for your word is truth. So do you hear that? It's not how you feel. It's not your emotions that are to guide you, but it is the truth that is to guide you. Let me take you over into another of John's writings in 2 John chapter 1. He's writing to the elder, to the lady, the church Here he says, chosen by God and her children, whom I love in the truth. And not I only, but also all who know the truth. Now listen to verse 2. Because of the truth which lives in us and will be with us forever. Grace, mercy, and peace from God the Father, from Jesus Christ the Father's Son, who will be with us in truth and in love. Now, do you hear that? He is placing truth right beside love. You know, we always thought that love was the most important. That's the emotional one, love. Oh, I just love this or I just love that. But then he says, love and truth together. They are on equal footing. And so we need to understand that one of the foundation stones of getting our emotions under control is to know the truth. And he said the truth is what's going to set you free. Now, we're going to stop a little bit early today because I want you to deal with that. I want you to dwell on that. I want you to think about that today. That the truth is the engine that pulls the train. The truth. And we're going to see how tomorrow that faith feeds that engine. Faith feeds the truth. And the emotions come along behind it at the end of the train. So we're going to see how truth pulls the train. How faith feeds the train. How works trail along behind truth and faith. And emotions are the caboose. Usually they're there, but that train will run without the caboose. Think about that. The truth will set you free. Have a great day today. God bless you. We'll see you in the morning, Wednesday morning, and we'll come back right to where we are right now and get the next one. God bless you.